How would Saenchai do against a 3 times world champion who is 20 centimeters taller and outweighed him by 40 pounds? Because Adeoton Freitas is both big and skilled, Saenchai couldn't fight him head to head. Saenchai was actually having trouble dealing with the size until this one brilliant moment. Fight fans, welcome back to another episode of Striking Breakdowns. In this episode, we explore how Saenchai takes his gigantic opponent out of flow and dominates the fight. Saenchai loves to fight bigger opponents, and this giant was doing really well until he kicked Saenchai as he was doing his signature cartwheel kick. The truth is, the opponent didn't do anything wrong. He kicked Saenchai's leg as Saenchai was trying to recover his stance. Adeoton almost tripped Saenchai, which was a great counter-attack. Note how the referee had not stepped in yet, and he backed off immediately when he saw the exchange. What mattered wasn't the referee or the rules, it's how Saenchai was playing mind games to his advantage. And it worked brilliantly. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the art of war. Like so many of his other fights, Saenchai pretends to be angry. Pretending to be angry completely takes his opponents out of flow and shifts the momentum. When Saenchai put his hands down and had an angry face, the giant bowed down immediately. The giant doesn't know it yet, but he just completely gave away all his momentum with this deep bow. Now it was Saenchai's fight. The opponent has now acknowledged that he is the king, and he didn't even do anything wrong. Right away, Saenchai lands a big sweep, the first thing he scored clean this whole fight so far. Then his teep hits flush and pushes the giant away. Right after, from across the ring, Saenchai throws his signature jumping push kick, which knocks the opponent to the ground. The giant tries to gain some momentum back, but all of his roundhouses hit the air as Saenchai beautifully times his signature lean back. In the second round, Saenchai found a glaring weakness. He realised his opponent is susceptible to a left cross counter in a lot of scenarios. After landing a few crosses, his opponent was able to gain back some momentum. He landed a few punches and was able to have a nice few exchanges with Saenchai. After landing these punches, Saenchai made sure to take the momentum back by landing multiple strong teeps and nullifying the clinch. Now, Saenchai applies a counterintuitive strategy that very few people know. To beat a giant, you have to walk towards them. Here's a message from Saenchai himself.
บาดเจ็บก่อนก็ได้นะครับให้เราลุกคู่ต่อสู้ด้วยนะครับเพื่อให้เขาระมัดระวังเราด้วยนะครับนี่ครับเวลาคู่ต่อสู้เดินเข้ามาออกอาวุธมาครับเราป้องกันพอเราป้องกันเสร็จนะครับเราก็ต้องมีเดินมีออกอาวุธโต้ด้วยนะครับ
Notice that by walking towards a bigger fighter, the opponent will throw a lot more attacks as an anxious response. After the giant throws his best shots to no effect, Saenchai is fighting like he's the bigger fighter now. He can now walk down the giant and throw the more significant shots as the bigger opponent is fading in confidence. By round 3, Saenchai was able to go for the finish. When the opponent knees, Saenchai catches it with his forearm and loads the big left hand that we've been seeing in previous rounds. As the opponent tries to recover, Saenchai hits the counter again when the opponent goes for a low kick. To seal the deal, Saenchai backs the giant into the corner and machine gun punches like Ip Man, until the referee stops the fight. This was a true masterclass on how to fight a giant. If you're interested in fighting bigger opponents, I'm honoured to announce that Saenchai and I have released a course on how to do so. Check out the link in the description for what it's all about. If you enjoyed this episode, please do watch another episode of Striking Breakdowns. I'm Kenshin, and thank you for keeping our channel alive.